Friday morning. The sun is not up yet. This is the rush out to the beach to see the sun come up. Look at that fog. Whoa, it's like right out of a horror movie. Still not up yet, but it's going to be up in about 10 minutes, and it's going to take us a little bit longer than that to get there, I think, unless the lights are friendly. Almost there! So we've made it down here with like 1 minute to spare. Oh no! Well, we almost made it. Look at that glory. Well, it's been a while. The beaches are open today for exercise. So you can see folks running down this way. It is not open for sunbathing or for partying or for going in the water. But they do open tomorrow for all of that. Phase 1 coming at you. 2009, I lost a long-time job. During that time, my dad was sick, and I used to come down to the beach here often. Thought it was like a Zen retreat, or kind of, you know, place to just recharge. I used to love coming over to this particular area, and then further down by the jetty. I must have shot 1 million pictures. So a lot of pictures that I had on my work desk were all here. Things like this lifeguard tower, the surfboard on Flagler Avenue, and it's fitting to come back down here now as things are kind of kicking off. Phase 1 of at least Florida going back to, trying to get back to some state of normalcy. I don't think we're quite there yet, but you gotta start somewhere. If things don't go well, you start over. Look at this. It is like 50 degrees out this morning. The sand is ice cold. Oh! So peaceful. Tons of little shoals, broken little shoals. And then people fishing. Birds searching for breakfast. Tide coming in. These guys. In case you're wondering, this doesn't quite look like the pictures that have been released by the media of how many people are on the beach. More than enough room for social distancing. This guy lost it on his own. Even the birds are socially distancing themselves. New Smyrna Beach, by the way, in case you didn't know. Shark bite capital of the world. This is where all come to live. Not so much over in this area, but they do come over here, but down that way. Big jetty that sticks out, where all the surfing action happens, and tons of sharks over there. There is a person in the water over there. It's not supposed to be in the water over there, but I'm here to tell them not to be in the water over there. I'm gonna head back up the ramp, Flagler Avenue. I've got a couple miles in of walking. I feel like I've had a good way to start the day. This is the infamous Flagler Avenue surfboard. I took tons of sunrise pictures from here. I'm gonna bid the beach adieu. Quiet and serene. So the beach parking, by the way, closed, and you cannot drive on the beach either right now. You can park on the street. There's a sign over here about the hotel being open, Spring Hill Suites, and they've got food to go, and I'll tell you, it smells good. So the beach is open fully here tomorrow, Saturday, May 2nd. These stores, outside of the food, open up on Monday at 25% capacity. And restaurants will be able to open up at 25% capacity as well. No bars. But if you have a bar inside your restaurant, you could serve alcohol. And there are people staying at this little Seashore Inn beachside right now. I love Tate and O'Brien's Irish Pub. I'd like to get back there again soon. For the most part, everything is pretty empty over here. There's a woman running in her skirt. That was interesting. Clancy's Cantina, also excellent. I'm gonna drive up and over the intercoastal over here. By these condos Mary and I considered at one point. You can have a sunrise every morning, or if you're on the other side, you'd have a sunset. Over here, one of our favorite places, New Smyrna Brewing. They don't open at the literal crack of dawn, so couldn't get growlers filled, but some of the best craft beer you're gonna find, especially local beer, New Smyrna Brewery. Get the Shark Attack IPA, it's delicious. They got an awesome cream ale that sometimes they run a peanut butter and jelly porter, or I believe so. The stuff is just amazing. And Yellow Dog Eats right next door. Delicious, delicious food, so you can enjoy some of the beer and the food together. So back home hours later, I did want to thank everybody. We did a video earlier this week, which was called like some positivity with some of my friends or something. But we had a bunch of Cameo appearances from the Cameo app online, and one of the cameos that we had requested didn't come in on time, and we wanted to try to represent different segments of things that the channel kind of represents, and one thing that was glaringly missing was Star Wars. And we reached out or looked on the app for Star Wars people, and understanding that we were working with the budget and everything too, we reached out to Taylor Gray, who plays Ezra Bridges on Rebels, and he was a little bit later getting things back. So typically, if you guys are curious on Cameo, they have like up to a week to respond, but most people respond within like the first day or two, and he came in like, I want to say like maybe 3 or 4 days later. And in any event, I wanted to share his message too, so just consider this kind of the leftovers of positivity. But check him out right now.
Hey Kyle, this is Taylor Gray, Ezra Bridger from Star Wars Rebel, and you're listening to View from the Cheap Seats. Spectre 6 want to drop in with the transmission for everyone out there during these wild times. It's so crazy what we're going through as a world, everyone in the entire galaxy. is in this together, which that's the beautiful part, is that we're all experiencing this isolation, and there's got to be some silver lining and some positives to it, in that we will come out stronger and more positive than we were before. And I hope we value community and other people even more. And I miss hugs and high fives, and I can't wait to shake a stranger's hand, because it's been such an odd time just being by myself. I know I've put more work into my mind and personal things that I'm dealing with, as we all are, and I hope everyone has been able to find the positivity in connecting with family and reaching out to friends, just seeing how they're doing. It's a very odd time, but we're all in this together, and the whole world is gonna come back stronger and more positive, I hope. So I hope the rest of this quarantine, I hope it's not too much longer. I hope you are all enjoying and you have a smile on your face, and may the force be with you all, always.
So back, the responses we got on that video were really good. I just think a lot of people didn't end up seeing that video too, because the way things work with YouTube, I did not monetize that video, just so people should know. Like, I'm not monetizing videos where you want to talk just fully about like COVID or the current situation, because A, you could get demonetized anyway. B, you're self-regulated in your ability to revenue generate on videos. Meaning there's like a questionnaire that you would fill out, and how much are you talking about things, etc. But I also didn't want to profit off of other people's messages to everybody. So as a result, YouTube doesn't promote videos that are not going to make them revenue also. So that video in the algorithm for YouTube, it got buried. But I'm appreciative of the comments and the views that it did get, because you guys are phenomenal with the messages back about things, and I'm glad that we made some folks happy at least. This whole event, the last 2 months with COVID and YouTube is interesting to begin with, because revenue for videos for creators, normally if you sign up for an advertising program with YouTube, those are the little ads that run beforehand or on the side of the video, or sometimes people put them multiple times throughout the video. Those go through like a pool of AdSense, where it's Google that reaches out to advertising partners and try to match ads to the content that you have, and then you get a small percentage of the ad revenue when people either clicking through and stuff like that. But the reimbursement rate on those really, over the last few years, really dropped because of the stuff with PewDiePie and other kind of jackassery videos. But with the current COVID situation, they cut the reimbursement like in half to begin with. So there probably, and it's not me, I have I have a full-time job, but there are folks that do this for a living that probably saw their earnings get cut by like 60% or so. And those folks that also do like Amazon affiliate programs, which we signed up for, and we weren't making much to begin with, but you're literally making like 1% now of sales for that too. So it's really interesting how the COVID stuff impacted everybody else that might be relying on this for full-time revenue and everything. So in any event, I didn't monetize it. That video, it didn't get promoted, and not a lot of people saw it, but if you saw it, I thought it was cool, and the family thought it was cool, and a good chunk of you that did watch it all had really positive feedback, so I'm appreciative of that. And as I'm going through things, I had a couple of leftovers of bits that we shot while we were doing that video, so I'm going to insert them right here. So it's interesting when you're going through Cameo, by the way, as I sit here and trying to send messages to folks, some of the pricing is just really odd from what you would think, right? So like, just to give you perspective, I mean, it's like super expensive to get like Tommy Lee to say like 30 seconds or 15 seconds worth or something. But then you go to like Michael Rappaport, it's like $175. Barry Williams, literally Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch, is $125. And then Stanley from The Office, Leslie David Baker, is $300. $300. But meanwhile, Jackie the Joke Man Martling, Howard Stern, $50. So what's very tough about working with Cameo is that there's a very limited amount of characters that you can use when you're requesting your message. So like literally I want to be able to say something so that folks can understand what I'm looking for, but you got to do it in 250 characters. So it's Sunday morning, and first time out in the car, really kind of beyond going to a local park to walk around or to pick up food. I just wanted to be able to venture out and maybe get some kind of documentation of the way things are looking where it's empty outside right now, at least. This is construction for I-4, and the grass in the median is really just kind of overgrown. There is seemingly a lot of progress that you can see from Maitland up to Lake Mary area on the project for I-4. So getting further down towards the theme parks, going through Orlando was kind of surreal because it's pretty much empty, but most of the time it's empty on Sundays to begin with. But some really nice messages of encouragement. But as I'm driving, it's like some of the messages that we had requested through Cameo started coming through. So it's kind of funny to get an email from Santa, and then surreal to see a text message come through that says your message from Zach Myers is available from Shinedown. So I'm anxious to be able to get to a point where I can stop and check out what's coming through. It is a total ghost town around the Disney parks, as expected to be. But it is just really eerie to not see a single car. I mean, not a single car in the hotel parking lot. Nothing. So it is Wednesday the 29th. As part of being a Buccaneers season ticket holder, I got invited to a conference call with Jason Light, the GM.
Well, first of all, we love Chris. Everybody and anybody in the organization can tell you that we feel Chris is a huge piece of this team.
Very, very cool. They took our questions ahead of time, and now he's answering them off one by one. Thursday after work, we've kicked Jess out of the house. We need to trim these trees badly. This is entertainment. All right, welcome back. The only other thing that's really been going on this week so far has been work and just getting through the week. Today is Friday. I actually took off today. I took a PTO day because we can't carry over a certain amount of days at the end of the year, and time is just accumulating, and you know, better to just try to reset and relax at least for a day, maybe get some videos done, spend some time, extra time cleaning up and doing things here. So on that note, one of the videos that we want to do is show you around some of the collectibles. You guys have been asking about that lately too. But we have some other goodies to do, so I'm gonna get going for now. The beach earlier this morning was awesome. Came home, took a nice like 3-hour nap, so PTO day or day off, really working out this time. And again, speaking of the beaches right now, as of today, are just open for exercise on the beach. But as of tomorrow, beaches are back open in Florida, where you can go in the water, sunbathe, etc. You can have a group of 6 and be 10 feet apart from the other folks that are near you on the beach. National parks will open up on Monday, which will allow us to get back to like Blue Spring State Park and things like that, which I'm anxious because I got something intentionally for that park that I haven't been able to use since the park shut down, so it would be really cool to be able to show that off in a video as well. But things are creeping along back to normal, for as normal is gonna get, I think. But theme parks right now, at least what they say is part of like phase 2 of a reopening, which could be you know, a month or 2 away, where it would be a really reduced capacity, and I'm not sure how they're going to handle that as well. But I am anxious to get back to some of the theme parks. I'm not anxious to get back there the first day that they're open, or maybe even the first 2 weeks, to see like how the crowding situation goes and everything. But I got my Galaxy's Edge Coke shirt on, and I'm jonesing to get back to Galaxy's Edge. I really, really miss Hollywood Studios, and I miss Universal Studios at this point as well. So, and I'm sure many of you do as well. So I'm anxious to get back there. On that note, I'm going to sign off for now. This video has been like all over the place, and I appreciate you guys sticking through. We'll see you again real soon. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. We'll see you guys.